everyone, and welcome to Boss Advisory. Today we're going to talk about the signs that you are richer than you can imagine. You might believe that it entails belonging to the top 1% of earners in some of the wealthiest US cities, being able to purchase a spectacular mansion, or living a life of luxury travel. An ex-investment banker claimed that she felt wealthier after receiving about 40% of her previous six-figure pay. Others who have also quit their professions to earn a small portion of their previous salary stated they are happier while earning less while she travels the world. It's because people value their relationships more than their income. In the end, being wealthy can be as subjective as being happy. Everyone's experiences are unique. No matter how you look at it, there are a few characteristics of wealth that are always present. Number 1. It is possible to save money. Robert Kiyosaki, author of the best-selling book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, claims that most people are unaware that success in life isn't primarily determined by how much money you make. Rather, it has nothing to do with how much money you make. In the end, money cannot solve financial issues. Instead, it frequently irritates. Consider lottery winners who lost all their money quickly, or professional players who made millions of dollars in their 20s but went bankrupt. Being extremely wealthy makes one feel untouchable, which is frequently the case. Many people who are fortunate to get a sudden windfall of money, such as an inheritance, a raise, or win the lottery, rapidly find themselves in the same, if not worse, financial situation as before that. This is because ego plays a significant role in building a very tenacious persona. They are better off and more likely to become or remain wealthy if they have the foresight to save some of their money. Number 2. You can be able to lead a comfortable life on a budget. No matter how much money you make, one of the most important tenets of wise money management is to spend far less than you make. Anthony Shea, a self-made billionaire, revealed to Insider that he learned how to live within his means from his parents, who moved to the States from Taiwan. This habit has greatly aided me and is one of the reasons I've survived and prospered in consumer lending for 30 years. I've been a significant executive in consumer finance for 4 successive economic and housing cycles, he claimed, and I'm still seated at the table. And I believe that's partly because of my self-control and making sure that neither the business nor I overspend. Living within your means might not seem like a huge deal if you already do it, but not everyone finds it to be. According to a 2019 analysis by Go Banking Rates, according to the estimates, 1/3 of Americans struggle to make ends meet. Number 3. In the end, you will be able to afford the things you really want. The majority of people would regard you as wealthy if only you could simply go out and buy a yacht with cash. But guess what? You're probably still seen as wealthy if after defining a savings goal and setting aside money on a monthly or annual basis for 5 years, you can still afford to buy the same yacht. Numerous studies have found the same depressing truth. Americans don't save nearly enough. According to the same Go Bank Rates survey, 40 million households do not have any retirement savings at all, and 45% of respondents had no household savings. Number 4. You're going to be able to afford to retire as planned. In retirement, experts advise living opulently. About 70 to 80% of your present revenue must be replaced. Although that figure is contested, retirement is still a protracted period during which you must sustain yourself on little to no income, even if you have moved to a region with a cheap cost of living. The traditional retirement age is 65, but more Americans are finding they can't afford to live without a paycheck for more than 20 years. According to data from a 2019 Bureau of Labor Statistics report, about 20% of Americans 65 and older are still in the workforce. Retirement is a luxury if you can afford it and aren't driven solely by financial gain. Number 5. You aren't motivated purely by money. There is one thing all self-made millionaires have in common. Rich people, according to those who study them, often pay attention to things other than money. For example, they might solve a problem, following a passion, or work hard to expand their business. That is luxury right there. You can bet that if you can make ends meet, you'll be prioritizing financial gain over intellectual satisfaction from your work. Money isn't your primary motivator or source of joy, but that doesn't mean you can't be content to earn a substantial salary or be enthusiastic about seeing your investment increase. You're in a good position if you have the freedom to think about something other than money. Number 6. You view money as an ally. Unbelievably, the majority of individuals have an antagonistic, unhealthy relationship with money. Money is taught to us as children to be rare, difficult to earn, and difficult to maintain. To have a different result with money, though, you must alter your perspective and cease seeing it as an enemy. The reason affluent people gain more income is because they're not scared to recognize that money can fix most difficulties, but one of the biggest allies in order to attract it. Money may be seen by the middle class as an ending necessary evil. The high-class money is some type of rescuer that grants a ticket to financial peace of mind. Thus, that must be accepted as a fact of life. It is a wonderful liberator. And if you have enough of it, you can get an advantage. Money may be a helpful instrument that can assist you in achieving your goals in life, so long as you choose to see it as an ally and put an end to any negative feelings you may have about it. Number 7. You aren't stuck. With time, you start to understand that wealth is equivalent to freedom. If you learn to manage your money, you won't be forced to stay in relationships, places, or jobs that you don't like just because you can't afford to leave. Being in a solid financial position opens up a lot of chances for you, which is as straightforward as it seems. However, having financial difficulties can cause these doors to slam in your face. Number 8. You don't carry a lot of debt. You do not have a big debt load. According to a financial advisor for billionaires, if you have little to no debt, you probably have more money than you realize. 2018 saw record high levels of household debt and debt from student loans for 1 in 4 Americans. If you're one of the fortunate people who can keep some of the money you make, you have more wealth than other people. As already noted, most individuals are unaware that success in life has little to do with how much money you make. It depends on how much you maintain. Number 9. You can live comfortably below your means. If you already do it, living within your means or spending less than you make may not seem like a huge concern. But only 46% of respondents to a 2015 Pew Research Center research were able to do so. Trusts for charities claim to make more money than they consume, and only 47% of the households were stable and predictable, as well as a monthly income. You're doing better than almost half of the population if you earn more money than you spend on expenses. The majority of millionaires live within their means, which may surprise you. They aren't necessarily living like mirrors as a result. They aren't recklessly splurging on expensive automobiles and constructing homes with Olympic-sized swimming pools. Number 10. You can save easily. In accordance with a 2018 Bankrate survey, only 1 in 5 Americans have no savings. The main causes of a lack of savings include excessive spending, a lack of high-paying work, and debt. According to survey respondents, you're doing better than most Americans if you can save anything at all. Number 11. You are tenacious. In his book, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill reminds us that most people have average shooting skills but poor overall performance. In essence, you get all fired up in the beginning but eventually fatigue and give up. The majority of people are probably going to give up at the first sight of trouble. And this sets them apart from the wealthy, who won't stop working until they succeed. If the initial plan you implement is unsuccessful, revise it or devise a new one. If this new strategy doesn't work, come up with another. and so on until you develop a strategy that succeeds. If so, you might very well be headed in the direction of financial success. Everyone's circumstances are unique, of course, but if you fit certain patterns, habits, and personality qualities, you are on the right track. Number 12. You use your time to harness effective results. You are aware that time has a higher value than actual money. You're more prone to hire others to do the task for which you lack expertise. Consequently, you can spend your time on activities in which you excel and are prosperous. People are so engrossed by their pursuit of achievement that they feel as though they are also working and winning, not just working. Number 13. You save to invest. You realize that the only justification for saving money is to invest it, to place it in safe, untouchable accounts. Never, not even in an emergency, utilize these accounts. You will be compelled by this to keep racing. You have a sense of urgency and believe in putting your extra money into projects you can't reach. Number 14. You have a sense of urgency. According to a study of more than 500 millionaires, successful people react quickly. In his 1937 personal finance classic, Think and Grow Rich, journalist Napoleon Hill provided a good description of this. In his research of many hundred individuals who had amassed fortunes well beyond the $1 million level, he notes that every single one of them had a tendency to make judgments quickly. You're probably a high achiever if you're impatient and feel a feeling of urgency. Not being patient is a virtue. You might be shocked to learn about the high achiever. Being patient is a character fault, and most people are in fact impatient. They want to accomplish their objectives without having to wait. Now that time is valuable, high achievers and successful people aim to maximize it by operating at a higher level than others. Number 15. Operate on a different level than others. Life is brief. You can't put off taking action if you want to be wealthy. To achieve your goals, you must put in a lot of effort. Success does not come easily. Successful people do this. They are the kind of person that, upon seeing a wall, would immediately consider how to get over it in order to reach their desired destination. To get rid of impediments, people would do whatever it takes. Rich people naturally have a sense of urgency. Both when they lacked money and now that they do, they frequently retain the same sense of optimism and willingness to always be prepared to take whatever action is necessary to accomplish goals and never wait around for anything. Rich people always strive to make things happen by taking huge action to produce, regardless of their failure rate. You must either naturally possess or gradually acquire this determination. You must be able to function at a higher level than other people if you want to become wealthy. You must develop the ability to work more quickly while ensuring that everyone around you can do the same. Well, I really appreciate you seeing this video. I sincerely hope you had fun and picked up something amazing. Today, we really aim to become millionaires ourselves. So here's one of the millennial ways that allows you to make profitable money online right from the comfort of your own home. And as a matter of fact, you can take it with you anywhere you go. If that interests you, make sure to click the first link down below to find out. Thank you guys so much for watching Boss Advisory, and if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and hit the bell so you get notified on every new incredible content we make for you. Have a wonderful day and see you in the next one.